you found fit on TikTok, and then you like shifted to YouTube, and now you're traveling the world, eating and talking about food and culture.
My first guap bao here in Taipei.
Living the freaking dream, or at least that's what it seems like from the outside. And there are so many creators who would love to be able to do something like this. And so what I want to try and get at today is like, how did you do that?
I think I was very strategic with it.
How so?
I used to have an Excel spreadsheet of all the creators that were doing really well, writing what they did really well, what I liked about it, what I could do to implement like some of the aspects of their videos that I could do that I liked, and then what were some of the things that I didn't like.
Do you remember some of the columns on this spreadsheet? How is it organized? So creators are the rows.
Creators are the rows.
And then what were the columns?
There was what I liked about them was the first one.
Okay.
Next one was, okay, could I do this? And then some of the qualities that were listed, I would kind of like narrow it down.
Like what was something you liked about another creator that you could or couldn't do or could take from?
Like, for example, I really loved like the fast cuts back then. I was like, it's really speedy, the beat and like the music and what they were doing. I didn't know how to do it, but I was like, oh, I could do that. And then for some people, there were like a lot of like humor. And even if like it's the same cooking video and it's like mostly ASMR, there are ways that you can differentiate it. I also wrote down like if this person was only using their hands or if there was like screen presence, like were they doing like a 0.5 shot of them cooking or was it just the food? Like I kind of like did the whole comparison of like just dissecting it because I just kind of didn't know where to begin. I would kind of watch them for about couple months and see, okay, is this like a one-hit wonder kind of thing? Are they diversifying their content? Or are they just doing the same thing that they got famous for over and over and over again until it just dwindles off? I really just mapped out and saw, okay, what are some of the overarching themes that are overlapping between these high-performing creators? What can I do? Like, can I really like chop an onion like super fast like this guy? No, that's not something that I could do. What is my niche? How can I be differentiated and also be interesting at the same time? So I had a very clear vision of what I wanted to be online.
And what was that?
I really thought that home cooks were the next thing. At that point, there were a lot of chefs that were on TikTok really cooking super fancy food. And I wanted to delve more into like OG Korean food. I was doing like chicken feet, things like that. And I even had a catchphrase, like it was like, "Don't yuck my yum." And I wanted to really delve more into Korean food and make some recipes that were easily doable for people, not just to impress people.
So you had that goal as you were doing this. The goal was, I want to be a YouTube creator.
100%. This is my parents' house. I had broken up with my ex-boyfriend and I was living with my parents. I'm like graduated college, moved back in with my parents. I feel like a total failure. I'm making these silly little videos that my mom's like, what are you doing with your life? And I was like, I just need to move out. Like, I love you, Mom. But it's like, I just need to really have my own space, be able to film when I want to. I can't have you watching TV in the living room while I'm filming ASMR videos. Like, I just want to do my own thing. So that was my end goal. So this one was the first one that really, really popped off on YouTube.
Is it just me, or do you ever get so hungry before you go to sleep and start dreaming about chili oil noodles? Well, I do. So I got my ongdongi downstairs and took out my emergency stash of shinramen.
That's when you started talking, and you were talking on YouTube, uploading to YouTube Shorts. You still hadn't made any like medium format media yet, right?
I was experimenting.
I never really loved kids. I was never one of those people who would stop in front of baby strollers and go, goo goo gaga. I would for dogs. Who's a good boy? But not for babies. It's not that I hate kids, but I never really could see myself as being a good mom. My biggest fear is that I would expect too much and put the same pressures that I had growing up on my kid and justify generational trauma for achieving greatness. Plus the idea of having to take care of 2 or 3 more people when I can barely take care of myself. So when I recently got diagnosed with PCOS and was told by my gynecologist that it may be very difficult for me to have children later, I didn't think that it would affect me very much.
Oh man, I don't even know what to say. That's like such an emotional, I don't usually get emotional watching short form.
Yeah, I was really putting a lot of myself out there and really getting vulnerable. And this is probably like a year in. And I think I was also pretty lonely at this point. Like I had just moved into my first apartment that I paid for myself with, doing content creation full time. It was like my dream come true. But at the same time, I really felt this yearning to connect with other people and wanted to do it in a way, like at this point, I think I wanted to be a little bit more creative. There is a certain limitation of how much creativity you could pack into like a cooking video. Now it has changed a lot, but back then it felt pretty formulaic. You know, there weren't a lot of people taking a lot of creative twists to short form at the time.
Right.
And I thought that was kind of the extent of it. At the end of the day, I think I just wanted to be a storyteller. And I'm slowly figuring out, oh, this is what I really want to do. And this is kind of like the reason why I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm kind of shouting into an empty void, but I just wanted to write and tell stories.
In retrospect, it's such an amazing bridge into where you got to. You're literally taking the cooking videos. If the sound is off, you're like watching a cooking video.
Yeah.
And if the sound is on, you're like, oh, I'm getting this like very intense, very personal, deep story. And yeah, after finishing that, I'm like, who is this person? I do want to know more about you. I am probably going to go watch the like long form after this. Like I'm seeing something that feels more meaningful and real and important than just like another 30-second nugget. And that is what the bridge to medium and long form is. You can watch the entire conversation with Tina for free on the Digital Spaghetti Patreon page, and links are in the description below.
I don't think I'm a very creative person, to be honest. I'm a very diligent person. Like at some point, there comes a time where you should just be sure of your own style and what you do, because you can't adopt a million things. You can't be doing super high quality content like Gox and then post every day.
How did you have the conviction, the personal conviction to disappoint people you love, believe in yourself enough to chase the big dream, and take the time that you needed to do it?